All right, trace for exercise 6 is the following code. Just hold it up there. I don't feel like reading it out. All right, so the first line of the code, it starts out, creates a customer. It says John Doe. The ID is 321. It's customer class. It's fed into the other two accounts that it creates later as just parameters. This is just, it's not really used in this assignment. It's just necessary to fill out the constructors for the bank accounts and the checking account. Then it says B1, B1 equals new bank account, and it sets the balance initially to 100. This is like a bank account, not a checking account. So it's the original account that we made. And then the checking account, this is the same thing. It sets the transaction fee to 12, and it actually doesn't change it. So I've written it down already. And then it says balance, and it starts out at 200. 200 right here. And then it says B3 equals, bank account B3 equals B2. That's just a reference to that. So anytime we say B3, we mean B2. So then the next lines here are where they're manipulating the values inside. So at first it prints out the balance of bank account 1 and balance of bank account 3, which is actually bank account 2, which is the checking account. And it says 100 and 200, which is the first line down there. Then it says B1 dot withdraw, a 110. And then it prints out the balance. So the withdraw method we manipulated so that the balance in a bank account class, the super class, can never go below 0. So withdrawing 110 wouldn't actually go through. The balance stays at 100. And it prints it out there. 200 for B3 slash B2 still, which is still there. Then the next line, it says B2 dot withdraw 300. So B2 is a checking account, and a checking account has an overdraft limit and an overdraft limit, I forgot to say that we set to 150, and a transaction fee, which is 12, which means when you withdraw 300 from the bank account, it's going to go through because 300 minus, or 200 minus 300 is not below 150, so that goes through. So it changes that to 300, or 200 minus 300, which is negative 100, but also minus this transaction fee. So this is actually going to be negative 112.0, which is what it says right there. And then it says B1.transfer. We made a transfer method in bank account 1, which just takes the integer, a double, and then transfers, like withdraws the money from the original bank account and passes it into the bank account as a parameter. So when it says it transfers out 50 and then it prints it, what it's doing is it's just cutting this to 50. This is a negative here. And then it cuts this to, or increases this, to negative 62. And then the last one is B2.transfer 88 to B1. So this time we go backwards. We basically transfer 88 from here, so 88, that's going to make this. And again, the transfer also, since it's withdrawing, it uses the transaction fee once again. So it's going to be negative 62 minus 88 minus 12, which is negative 162.0. Point 0. And then once again, the final balance is B1. We just add 88 onto it. So this is going to be 50 plus 88, which is 138. And that's what the code should print out there. Notice that the balance on B2 at the end is actually below its overdraft limit. That's allowed considering we have a transaction fee, which is the thing that pushed it over, and not an actual withdrawal. So this code should be going through, and that's a legal transaction according to our bank account rules.